Hey everybody, Knick-Knack here, back again for another video. Now first off, let me just say, please ignore the messiness in this room right here. I'm trying to, I guess, sort it out and whatnot. But anyway, that's besides the point. Now, summer has finally started for me, and pretty much that means another day, another summer backlog for the year. Now, when it comes to the summer backlogs, I'm pretty much a failure in all accounts because, like, half of the games are like, all of the games that I want to complete, I seem to don't complete for the backlogs. But I still do these vids because I just like talking about what I want to play. Like, it's pretty much fun for me just being here on camera talking about the games I'm gonna play during the summer. And yeah, so without further ado, let me just talk about the 5 games I really want to complete during the summer before school starts for me again and whatnot. Yeah, and also, as always, go check out Steph's 2 Deaths video down below, because like she was the originator of the Summer Backlog Challenge. But anyway, let's begin talking about the games. Now, before I start talking about my top 5 games I want to complete, first off, I want to go talk about a couple of games I'm also going to be playing on top of those top 5s. First off is the game that I wanted to beat for last year's summer backlog but didn't get to because I was like either too busy with playing our games, with our stuff, and yeah. And that's Tales of Symphonia 1. I still need to complete this game. So far, it's a really good game. Of course, I really want to complete it because it's one of my goals for this year. And yeah, really good RPG. And I can see why people love the Tales games. Next game is Persona Q. I'm about 90 hours into it. I'm finally at the last dungeon, I believe. And I am confident enough to say that this was my favorite game of 2014. And it's really awesome. Like the reveal near the end with 2 certain characters, that was really heartfelt and emotional. And despite the puzzles being a bit confusing or hard to get into, or like you need a strategy guide for them, it's still a really fun game nonetheless, and I freaking love this game. And the last game I'm going to be playing along with my top 5 is Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. Now I know a lot of people give this game hate and consider it to be like one of the worst Kingdom Hearts games ever, but I decided to play this because I want to see what the fuss is about, the story I might be interested in, and I just recently got done playing Chain of Memories, completing both sides, so I decided to play this one because that's kind of like where the story's at right now or something like that. And if this doesn't go well for me, I can always just watch the cutscenes in 1.5. Now, those were just appetizers. Let's start off with my top 5 games for my summer backlog I want to complete right now. Starting off at number 5 is Resistance Fall of Man. Back then when I had my PS1, this was one of the first games that I really wanted to play or bought, and I played a ton of this with my brothers. I played a whole bunch of the campaign and I really liked it. But for some reason, after getting more and more games and newer games, I just lost interest in playing this. But fortunately, I I have like enough time for this year that I want to complete the campaign so I could get into the last two Resistance games because I really love Insomniac and their titles, and for the most part what I've played from this game, it was a really good campaign. Game number 4 is my RPG of choice for the summer backlog. Anybody who follows me knows that I choose an RPG for each year. Like last year was Tales of Symphonia, the year before that was The Last Story, I believe, the year before that, Legend of Dragoon, and the year before that was Borderlands. Number 4, or like my RPG of choice, is gonna be The Wizard of Oz Beyond the Yellow Brick Road. I really want to play this game because, if I'm not mistaken, I think Ballin' Nick 1982, shoutouts to him, talked about how good this game is in like a past video of his. And considering he is really knowledgeable on these JRPGs and whatnot by like Exceed and all these art companies, I decided to give this a go. And for the most part, I think I'm gonna enjoy it because it's 20 hours, which would be a pretty decent length for me. And it seems to be like a regular turn-based RPG, which I am a fan of. Number 3 is a game I got at a Humble Bundle, and that's Star Wars Dark Forces. For some reason, I've been like itching to play a very old first-person shooter on the PC, something in the style or is similar to games like Doom, Duke Nukem 3D, and maybe the old Shadow Warrior. And this, for most part, is gonna fill my itch because I've read that it's a pretty short game. It is in the lines of a Duke Nukem or Doom from what I've seen from the graphics, and I don't know, it just looks so fun. So yeah, Star Wars Dark Forces. For the most part, I think I'm gonna enjoy it. Game number 2 is my PS2 game of choice. Anybody who of course follows me knows that I also like put on top of an RPG, I also want to beat one of the games from my PS2 library. Now laugh at me or call me retarded all you want for choosing this game and playing it in my collection, but that's Disney Princess's Enchanted Journey. Now, let me just talk about this game for just a bit, or like get straight on why I decided to get this game and why I want to play this game. First off, a way long time ago, about maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I did a video response to Corn Muffin, shouts to him, in which I talked about games that I want to buy or play that others don't want to play. And one of my games that I want to play that people don't want to play are all the kiddie and girly games I could find. So once I found a kiddie and girly game I could find out in the stores, I decided to get this, and this was one of them. One of the reasons why I wanted to collect all the kiddie and girly games I could find is because it's kind of funny and interesting to see a guy like me who has this game along with games such as Digital Devil Saga and Time Squares and Tekken, this, in the middle of this. Let me just fast forward real quick. Yeah, but anyway, just seeing a game like this, lumped in with collection with games such as this, and this, it's kind of pretty funny and weird at the same time. And yeah, that's one of the reasons. But anyway, talking about like why I want to beat this game, for the most part because it's a very kiddie and girly game, I'm pretty much gonna assume this is gonna be very easy to play and very easy to beat. And yeah, just some filler that I really want to try out. And the number one game that I want to complete for my backlog is a PC game I got off GOG, and that's the first Deus Ex. I really want to play this game a whole lot because there are like some people on here, or like some YouTubers that I kind of watch or am fans of that consider like Deus Ex to be the like one of the greatest PC games of all time or one of the greatest games of all time. And fortunately, because of the time I have, I decided to give it a shot. And yeah, for the most part, I think it might be a bit intimidating for me to play because I don't like stealth games, and Western RPGs, as much as I love, they're a bit more complex than JRPGs, and that right there might be like one of the reasons why I'm a bit intimidated. But of course I decided to still play it because it's Deus Ex. I've heard it to be one of the greatest games of all time, and I really like want to get into the series and whatnot. So anyway, according to what the video says down below, it's already about 12 or 13 minutes. So that's pretty much it. The 5 games I'm going to try and beat for my summer backlog, as well as a couple of our games. So yeah, this video is taking too long, so as always, I want to thank you guys for watching. Take it easy, and until next video.